Hey guys, this is our 2010 equipment blog. We made one back in 2008. We just figured it was about time that we'd tell you guys sort of what's high on our list of likes and dislikes at the moment for use in parkour. Right, let's kick it off initially with one of the key things, the only thing really that you need for parkour is a decent pair of shoes, a decent pair of trainers.
Don't need clothing, no.
Yeah, just do it naked, it'll be fine. Tackle out and everything like that. For some reason, most of the team have a preference towards Nikes.
Definitely.
A couple of the team members have got Pumas. I think Rob's got Pumas.
Yeah.
But most of us are quite settled on Nikes. They make
They
such
haven't died yet.
Yeah. I mean, they make such a broad type of like series of shoes with so many different good bits, bad bits, and stuff like that. It's just.
I've had these shoes since the start.
Yeah. I mean,
that was what,
it's trial.
2-3 years ago.
Yeah, it's trial and error really. You got to look around at shoes. I mean, I'm currently using. I'll put up, rather than holding my foot up, I'll actually put a picture of them now. Right, they're Nike Turbulence 13s. They've served me pretty well. I mean, they're only now falling apart because I've had them for 2 years with some seriously heavy use. But in the time that they were in their prime, sort of thing, they've served me very well. I mean, the padding on the ball of the foot and the heel of the foot is just excellent. It's got like the air cell things at the back, which allows good cushioning, and they've always had really good grip. Not to mention a good toe guard. They're made out of a good good material rather, which doesn't fall apart quite the same way the K-Swiss do, as we reviewed in the previous equipment video. Yeah, they've served me pretty damn well, and they're not too expensive either. I think it's about I bought them for about £34. I don't know how much that is in dollars, so. You have to sort of fly on your own on that one, but they're not too expensive either, because there are some seriously pricey Nikes out there.
Yeah, definitely.
What are yours?
I'm currently using Nike Air Dual Density. I believe they are actually running shoes, but I've been using them for parkour ever since we started. They've only just recently started to fall apart at the front, but that has been 3 years worth of use.
You mean you've been using these since, like, literally
the start?
What, RKTR's like? Even before Arcade?
Even before, when we was doing it down the park.
That was in 2005, wasn't it?
Probably. But yeah, they've been going for quite some time now. And
you have trainers that have lived for 5 years.
They're going for quite some time. The grip, there's still quite a bit on it.
Yeah.
They haven't gone bold yet or nothing. Yeah, they're really comfy, I find. And they don't hurt my feet after some time. Like, I did go for a little phase of using my skate shoes, but I figured these were a lot better. The only downside to it is in between the front of your foot and the back of your foot there's a little plastic bit, which means landing on bars is sometimes a bit dodgy. But it's all good, yeah. It's all good to overcome.
In the previous video we reviewed clothing wise, I'm still standing by Combats just because of the freedom of movement and everything like that, but
I've moved on to jogging bottoms because they're just so much more comfy. Lightweight, not too good for storing stuff in the pocket, but as it goes.
Yeah, in all fairness, we've got a way around that now.
Yes.
We've got in one of our other review videos that I'll put a link to, either in the description or I'll put maybe an annotation here that'll pop up briefly. So, but we reviewed the Porta Pocket, which is just an excellent little invention. I mean, Bun's wearing one, I'm wearing one.
Mine's actually strapped on.
Where you put the strap around your leg, your thigh, you can put them around your arm. If you want to be an idiot, you can put them around your neck if you want, but don't do that. Around around your waist. Make sure you put it on. If you put it on your arms or your legs, make sure you put it on the opposite leg to what you roll on. So like when I come in for a PK roll, I always go over my left shoulder. So I wouldn't put the Porta Pocket on my left shoulder because otherwise, I'd hit down on it. Nor would I put it on sort of my left hip because that's the bit that I roll over properly.
Whereas I'd put it on my left shoulder because I roll on my right.
So yeah, you don't want to break your stuff, but they're excellent little things. They made a neoprene. I mean, you can look at the review video and that tells all the details, but in quick summary, they're excellent little things. They can carry all the gear you need to carry, and they keep it well out of the way, which eliminates the worry of like stuff falling out your pockets if you've got joggers or Combats like I do.
They're not really noticeable. Like mine are under my joggers on my ankle, and it's not really noticeable, to be honest.
I mean, they're like they're modular, so you just slap it on like that, and then sorted. Equipment-wise, I know we had a lot of comments on the previous equipment video and on other videos about the gear we use for filming and things like that. So obviously there's teams out there who are quite proactive with filming and getting videos done, so that's fair enough. So I thought we'd address that. The camera we're filming on at the moment, I'll put a picture up of now. Okay, and it's an Alba HD camera, SD. You can use up to 32 gigabyte SD card.
Very nice.
Very nice camera. It's very slimline, as you saw. It's a 1080p camera, so it's the highest of high def. Well,
it's even better than my telly.
Yeah. Although they've got that hyper definition thing coming out now, haven't they?
Yeah. Anyway.
But that's aside from it. We're also to record. It's not great for audio feed, but then again, you don't really need it for audio feed because obviously we're doing PK. So you just mute the clips when you're filming. So to record audio instead, we're using the old red camera that we used to use. I might interrupt the audio by doing this, but that one, the little red camera we used to use.
We'll put a picture up.
In respect to the stability, obviously we reviewed the Gorilla Pod in the previous video, which is excellent if you're a team, you're all a team and you're all doing parkour, because you can just attach it to something, set it up, set the angle, click the film, and then do what you need to do, and that's all cool. If you've got a designated cameraman, then stability-wise, you're going to want a tripod, all right? This one is a Star 42 we got from Asda, believe it or not, for a tenner. It's surprisingly good for a tenner. I mean, it's excellent value for money. I mean, it gives us silky smooth pan shots. It's all made out of lightweight aluminium as well, and well, plastic. We have encountered a little problem with Dom, because for some reason Dom, you can pan with it, but from time to time it jars or jumps a little bit. Now,
it's just getting the pressure right, really.
Yeah, it's a bit of an art to get the pressure just perfect, so you know you can get the good pan shot. So instead, we're going to think about getting hold of a monopod, which looks like this. And that's for pan shots with that, rather than holding a handle and getting the pressure just right for the pan, you grip it and then just turn your wrist. Also for first person stuff, little head camera. I mean, if I come a little bit closer, right, there's the little head camera. Right, I got this off of Amazon. It was about 30 quid. Which ain't bad. I mean, it's
cheaper now, actually.
It's an action cam. It's best for cyclists and stunt cyclists and skateboarders and rollerbladers and all that sort of stuff. But it comes with a little strap like that. Obviously, normally you'd put it around like a helmet or something. But when I saw it, I thought, sod it, I can be a tool and put it on my head like that. Yeah, you look like a bit of an idiot, but hey, it doesn't matter. And if you want first person stuff, then you just, if I can remember which way up it goes. You just slide that on like that, angle the camera, click the button once to start it, click it again to start filming. You look like a tool, but it gets some pretty good first person perspective stuff, and it stays on pretty damn solid. It records at 30 frames per second and records I think 640 by 480 resolution, which obviously it's not
the best camera, but you can't argue for the price.
Yeah, you really can't argue for the price, and the fact that in editing you mute the clips, otherwise you get too much wind, background noise, whatever. But highly recommended. In addition to all of the stuff we've reviewed today, we've got all the links in the video description. And for argument's sake, I'll put a link to the Porta Pocket YouTube account here, which we highly recommend. It's one of the best little inventions we've stumbled upon for use in parkour. Also, you can have a look at the Oddball game that we've got, that we're going to upload, which features the Porta Pocket that I'll put here between me and Bun again.
Yeah.
And that's it, I think. I think that is.
I think that,
that is. Yeah. So links,
that's a wrap.
Links, video description, Porta Pocket YouTube account, Oddball game featuring the Porta Pocket. Ta-da! So yeah.
Take it easy.